if leisure centres put their prices up, that could put people off going because all of us are facing this cost of living crisis. What is the answer?
Yeah, morning, Alison. Yeah, Ivan is a great example of, is a great example of the resilience that leisure operators have shown over the last few years to keep going in the most challenging of circumstances. And the energy crisis is a great crisis. But you're also understanding that your listeners right now will be facing the cost of living challenges themselves. And so there are implications. There are implications for how we make sure that these essential facilities that serve the communities that your listeners are in provide this essential service for their health and well-being need to be supported. So what we're looking to do is two things, really. We are bringing really positive conversations where we can between operators and local authorities together across the country at ukactive to facilitate the conversation and see what can be done between the individual local authority and their operators. But we are calling on government to be less passive and more energetic in this space right now.
I understand you met with the sports minister earlier this week. Was that useful?
Absolutely. There's regular conversations with the government, with the sports minister. There's a roundtable discussion with operators and representative organisations, ukactive, Swim England. Those conversations ongoing. I met one-on-one with the sports minister last week as well. But this needs to be right at the top of government. There needs to be an understanding that our health as a nation has gone through real challenges over the last couple of years. There are huge health inequalities. You heard from Alan and Edward in your report talking about the importance of swimming to their physical and mental well-being. And so for the government, this has to be a top priority. We are on the cusp of hosting one of the biggest sporting events in the world in July with the Commonwealth Games, and it would be a national embarrassment if our facilities, which are essential facilities across the country, are under this level of threat. So the government can do things.
If they don't step in, Huw, do you think we will see some of our local pools close?
Well, we are seeing threats of closure and closure right now across the country. So It is irreconcilable with outgoing costs that Ivan talked about with incoming revenue that is sustainable. Government can intervene. It can look across gyms, pools and leisure centres and look at the levers that it has at its disposal, whether it be tariffs on energy and it can look at VAT. It can also look at emergency injections of investment and support as well. These are all the things that the government should be looking at and has to be looking at, and we will look to get around the table again with the government, with the operators in the coming weeks to find solutions. But this is something you cannot hide from. These facilities, as Ivan talked about, are hugely important. They're essential to communities across the country and in your area. And we will do everything we can to make sure that they get through this latest challenge.
Huw, thank you for that.